Caitlin Clark just did something that no athlete has done since Michael.
He's like Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan, probably eventually Caitlin Clark, where it's like individual people make an entire like country tune into their sport.
1,000%.
Like hockey was never bigger than when Wayne Gretzky was playing it, and it was ridiculous how much it grew the sport.
Tiger Woods.
She's incredible. Congratulations to her and her family.
Yeah.
Like the crazy thing is I'm just seeing her last year when they played LSU, but she's phenomenal.
Caitlin Clark just did something that no athlete has done since Michael Jordan. Remember when Michael Jordan could slap his name on anything and it sold out before it even hit shelves? Well, welcome to the Caitlin Clark era where a phenom just shook the basketball world so hard WNBA veterans are sweating through their headbands. And no, it's not because of the heat, it's because Caitlin just pulled off a deal that echoes MJ himself, where he's like there's like Wayne Gretzky, Michael Jordan probably. Eventually Caitlin Clark, where it's like individual people make an entire like country tune into their sport. 1000%. Like hockey was never bigger than when Wayne Gretzky was playing it, and it was ridiculous how much it grew the sport. Tiger Woods. Caitlin Clark isn't just selling merch, she's moving culture. A groundbreaking partnership with a billion-dollar brand that's got the whole sports industry buzzing, and a few salty vets pretending they didn't just hear their own league get eclipsed. This isn't just a cool endorsement, this is the biggest basketball collab since a kid from North Carolina teamed up with a swoosh and rewrote sneaker history, and this time it's being led by a woman, Clark, the queen of the court and now the queen of commerce. Stick around, because at the end we'll share Jordan's encouraging words and reveal the basketball stat that only his royal heirs and Caitlin share. Are you ready? Let's go. But she's incredible. Congratulations to her and her family. The crazy thing is I'm just seeing her last year when they played LSU, but she's phenomenal. Let's put this in perspective. Wilson, the official game ball provider for both the NBA and WNBA, just made Caitlin Clark the first female athlete since Michael Jordan to have her own signature basketball collection. You can hear Cheryl Swoops clenching her jaw from here. The irony: Swoops has been talking more about Clark than about her own career lately, and now Caitlin's name is getting stamped next to MJ's in the Marketing Hall of Fame. And these basketballs, they're not your regular rubber gym class gear. These are sleek white and gold collector's items with laser-etched designs celebrating Clark's biggest career moments. There's the threes-up ball tipping the hat to her no-conscience range. The record breaker pays homage to her stat sheet domination, and the crowd maestro, that's a nod to her ability to make every single arena feel like a Beyoncé concert, making her the first athlete since Michael Jordan to get their own signature basketball from Wilson. She also becomes the first WNBA player to get her own signature basketball from Wilson. But it gets better. Wilson couldn't even keep them in stock. Tens of thousands of these balls sold out in under 40 minutes. 40 minutes, that's less time than it takes Asia Wilson to compose a cryptic tweet. This wasn't a soft launch, it was a cultural event, the kind of instant sellout frenzy you'd expect from an iPhone drop or a Travis Scott collab. And just when you thought it couldn't get bigger, Clark dropped another collection, this time partnering with none other than grocery chain giant HY. You heard that right, Caitlin Clark is doing sneaker-level sellouts with a supermarket, but calling all Caitlin Clark fans. 2 new limited edition basketballs are now available at select Hy-Vee stores. The designs are part of the Inspire series that Clark is doing in partnership with Wilson Sporting Goods. The tribute ball pays homage to Clark's time within the Iowa women's basketball team, and the Dreamer Ball is designed to encourage athletes to pursue their dreams. Both are available in sizes 3 and 6 at select HI locations. Wilson's head of global brand Amanda Lamb spelled it out. Caitlin Clark is not just a record-setting athlete but a cultural icon. Translation: she's not just another player, she's the player, and that's exactly why Wilson is putting their chips on her to lead their women's basketball brand into the future. This isn't just a one off promo, it's a full-blown brand shift, and Caitlin's face is the new face of the game. And when you take into stock the fact that outside of Kevin Durant, aging superstar LeBron James 40 years old, and Steph Curry, there's not a single NBA player more popular today than Caitlin Clark, that is a problem, and now the ripple effect is making waves through the league. This kind of power move redefines as what's possible for female athletes. Clark's not just cashing checks, she's rewriting the endorsement playbook, which of course is causing some serious tension in locker rooms, because while Caitlin's collecting deals, some of the league's loudest critics are left watching from the sidelines, arms crossed and endorsementless. Let's talk numbers, because the stats speak louder than any hater tweet. Caitlin Clark's WNBA games are averaging 1 18 million viewers, that's 3 times the league average. She's not just raising the bar, she's tossing it into orbit. Last year one rookie is tripling the WNBA's audience, and guess what, she hasn't even hit her peak yet. We knew Caitlin Clark was marketable, but she's been put over some pretty big names, in fact some worldwide huge international names, 2 of them being Messi and Ronaldo. Arenas sold out, TV ratings historic. Social media clips viral every week. People who didn't know the WNBA existed last year are now scheduling their lives around Fever games. Why? Because Caitlin Clark brings that electricity every time she steps on the floor. She's not just playing, she's putting on a show, a one-woman ratings machine, a walking economic stimulus package for women's basketball. She's pulling in fans who've never even watched a women's game before. Gen Z, she's their idol. Boomers, she reminds them of Larry Bird with a social media strategy. Middle America, they're all suddenly tuning into the Fever. Like it's the NFL, everyone wants a piece of the Caitlin Clark phenomenon, except apparently for a few bitter vets who are still trying to figure out how the superstar stole their spotlight without even asking for it. But for Caitlin Clark, on a worldwide marketability list for athletes, to be ahead of both Messi and Ronaldo is quite impressive. Steph Curry is behind her on the list, so while players like DJ Carrington are busy subtweeting Clark and questioning her popularity, Caitlin is out here building a billion-dollar brand, locking arms with Wilson and joining Michael Jordan in a club that's so exclusive it just became a 2-person list. Hate all you want, but the numbers don't lie, and this is just the beginning. You don't have to take my word for it, just ask the legends. Mike Breen, the unmistakable voice of the NBA, dropped one of the highest compliments imaginable, casually placing Caitlin Clark's name in the same breath as basketball royalty. That's not a hot take, that's basketball canon. She's doing braiding wise for the WNBA what Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Steph Curry have been doing for the NBA. But this isn't just about what she's doing on the court, it's about what she's building off of it. Caitlin Clark is no longer just the best story in basketball, she's a marketing juggernaut. According to the industry pros, she's now the 4th most marketable athlete in the world. Not just the WNBA, not just women's basketball, the world that puts her ahead of entire sports leagues, international stars, and yes, even a few salty veterans still stuck subtweeting from the sidelines. Let that sink in. She just leapfrogged entire marketing departments and became the face of the most explosive movement in women's sports. And with Clark in the spotlight, the WNBA is finally entering prime time for real this time. Expect more sponsorships, more national TV slots, and a bigger seat at the table for women's basketball than ever before. The idea of some players being jealous, yes, that probably exists. To me, yeah, jealous, sure. I mean, would you be jealous of somebody that got $28 million a shoe deal or whatever the deal is before you step foot in the pros? But not everybody's celebrating while Clark is smiling for the cameras and rewriting the business of basketball. Some of the league's old guard is chewing on lemons, because this isn't just a star with handles, it's a superstar with leverage, and that's got a few locker rooms feeling tense. Let's paint the picture. A first-year player rolls into the league, breaks 62 records, draws over 1 million viewers a game, and sells out venues like she's Taylor Swift and high tops. It should be a dream for the league, but instead some of the WNBA's veterans have responded with elbows, eye rolls, and the occasional cryptic Instagram story. And what a lot of people weren't willing or were a bit reluctant to appreciate was the game on this young white sister of ours. She can ball, and oh, by the way, she was a great ambassador for the game, and by the way, she came in there and looked out for everybody else. For 22 years they couldn't get chartered flights, that sister got there and it was done in 2 weeks. That's who Caitlin Clark is. See, the WNBA has always prided itself on being tough, gritty, and unified, a place where players fought tooth and nail to grow, a league that's long been overlooked. And then Caitlin Clark enters, flips the script, and suddenly the cameras, endorsements, and viewership all follow her. To some it looks like she skipped the line, but what they're missing, she earned it. And the tension isn't just passive-aggressive tweets, it's showing up on the court. Some players have gone after Clark with a little extra heat, like they're trying to humble her by force. And make no mistake, it's personal. You don't go chest with a player like that unless you've got a chip on your shoulder the size of a salary cap. They try so long to get respect for women's basketball, and then they treat it like a junior high school girl's locker room. Junior high school girl antics on the court. Instead of playing the game, they got to be drama, because they're jealous. Instead of letting their skills speak for themselves, they got to be drama.